Representative Dan Musso. Our top story today from the gatewaypundit.com, it looks like ABC might actually be seeing some accountability after it was proven through a whistleblower that they rigged the debate against Donald Trump. Now, that's not shocking news, but the fact that we have a real affidavit, somebody who went on record, who is, of course, verified and is under perjury or the court of law, held to the highest standards of the truth, said that the moderators literally coordinated with the Harris campaign in order to softball questions, fact check Trump, and like we saw, end up trying to make it seem like Harris had nothing bad to say, only good. Well, our top story today says that ABC News may soon find itself testifying before Congress over allegations of bias during last week's Trump-Harris debate. It is suspected that Kamala knew the questions in advance due to her out-of-the-ordinary, well-prepared responses. Last week, Senator Roger Marshall suggested that a Senate investigation into ABC News and Kamala Harris's campaign for suspected collusion in last Tuesday's rigged presidential debate has begun. Representative Dan Musso, Republican, also scrutinized ABC following an alleged whistleblower affidavit that suggested the network may have colluded with Harris' campaign. The unconfirmed whistleblower affidavit alleges that ABC News provided Kamala Harris with sample questions ahead of the debate and promised not to fact-check her responses, an arrangement that only targeted former President Donald Trump for real-time fact-checking. The alleged affidavit, signed and notarized on September 9th, 2024, included a certified letter allegedly sent to Speaker Mike Johnson and recordings of conversations that support the whistleblower's claims. Now, Dan Musso went on Fox News to talk about this. We have the full report. It's absolutely insane that this is the state of the union, but watch.
A local Philadelphia ABC affiliate is now being accused of editing its interview with Kamala Harris on Friday to hide her rambling word salad response when asked about how she would tackle inflation. I want you to watch these two clips. First, here's the actual word salad response from the full interview that ABC posted on the website. Watch this.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised my sister and me. She worked very hard. I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who were very proud of their lawn. We as Americans have a beautiful character. We have ambitions and aspirations and dreams, but not everyone necessarily has access to the resources that can help them fuel those dreams and ambitions. So when I talk about building an opportunity economy, it is very much with the mind of investing in the ambitions and aspirations.
There you go, a non-answer. Now, here's the clip of what actually aired on the local news broadcast at 6 p.m. on the local ABC station. You can see how it was edited to remove Harris's rambling response and instead went straight to her explaining economic policies. Watch this.
We touched on a range of topics, including the economy, maybe biggest in the mind of voters. And on that, I asked her to get specific.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
So when I talk about building an opportunity economy, it is very much with the mind of investing in the ambitions and aspirations and the incredible work ethic of the American people and creating opportunity for people, for example, to start a small business. So my opportunity economy plan includes giving startups a $50,000 tax deduction to start their small business. It used to be $5,000. Nobody can start a small business with $5,000. Opportunity economy means, look, we don't have enough housing in America. We have a housing supply shortage. And what that means, in particular for so many younger Americans, the American dream is elusive. It's just actually not attainable.
More of the same, Congressman Musso.
Yeah, more of the same, literally. That's what I want to remind you. Look, these people don't care about you, and we might see some very severe civil unrest coming up very soon. That's why people like myself are preparing for the worst with emergency meal kits from My Patriot Supply. You don't know what a meal kit is? Well, let me tell you this. It's essentially ready meals that are prepared and delicious, nutritious, come with diced beef. You get amazing recipes like a cheesy broccoli cheddar soup. and they're packed specifically to last 25 years in a rugged ammo can. So essentially these meals are like disaster meals, but they are a masterpiece in themselves. They're for disasters, but the meal itself will leave you full, feeling good, and they actually taste nice. So when bad things happen and there's no food in the grocery stores, a lot of people right now are getting the 4-week meal kit. The 4-week meal kit is absolutely important because it has over 2,000 calories per day. It'll feed an entire human for an entire month. And right now you can get $50 off that same kit that I keep in my home. Go to preparewithvnn.com. That's PREPAREWITH, VNN.com, and save $50 on the 4-week kit. My Patriot Supply will send it over fast as humanly possible. Trust me, I know, because mine showed up in 1 day, and it's shipped free. Get your 4-week emergency food kit now at preparewithvnn.com, link in the description. Now, as I mentioned, the investigation should continue. Here's what he had to say.
Sir, they edited her answer to make her look better. It was still a word salad, by the way.
Yeah, it's almost like they're part of the campaign, and they're editing, of course, to put her in the best light possible. And if that was a President Trump interview, they'd be putting him in the worst light possible. Yeah. And that's why we call it fake news. We call it edited news. But keep in mind this, in that debate, right, it was a tag team. Muir lied about crime. We now have the data. Lindsay lied about abortions to the 9th month for states, and Kamala completely lied about military in areas of combat. We saw that. So none of that comes out. Fortunately, we now have a whistleblower, and I'm going to tell you something, Maria. We're gonna do what we can to bring ABC in and have them answer some questions, and as well as have this whistleblower and see what's going on as they're trying to tear down the First Amendment.
I'm glad you mentioned this because Fox News is reaching out to ABC for response to that affidavit and this Bill Ackman post about this whistleblower. We want answers, but Bill Ackman posted this on X about an alleged ABC whistleblower affidavit that says Harris's campaign dictated the debate questions, camera angles, and the fact-checking of Trump at the debate. He writes, quote, "Sadly for the state of truth in media, I expect the whistleblower allegations will be deemed to be true." Ackman also pointed out that ABC News' David Muir and Lindsay Davis have yet to make any statements on the alleged affidavit. He said, quote, "If you are not guilty as alleged, you have no choice but to immediately issue a statement. Denying the claims for silence is an admission of complicity." ABC News has already denied allegations of collusion between the presidential debate moderators and the Harris campaign. We know Lindsay Davis is her sorority sister, but they told the Daily Beast last week, absolutely not. Harris was not given any questions before the debate. We've reached out to ABC to verify the affidavit and for a statement on these accusations, Congressman. But this affidavit and this whistleblower story is gaining traction.
Yes, absolutely, and as it should. We need to find out what the truth is. And the thing is this, we all saw it. We actually don't need a hearing to know what we saw, but we're going to look to do it so as we can provide some evidence as to how manipulative they are. You know, Marie, in Pennsylvania, the Kamala Harris team is spending $33 million on radio ads. I am telling you, 95% of the ad is a complete farce. They edit out the president's sentences to use the words bloodbath and dictator for a day and other things to make them out to be virtually opposite of what he was saying.
Yeah, and it's weird because the governor of California just put a new law into place, essentially outlawing AI, memes that might misrepresent a political candidate. But it's like everything that the natural political advertisements promote are actual lies. Like we're just held to different standards. Now, if you like this video and you want to get more reports and updates like this, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter. We are at vigilantnews.com. Go vigilantnews.com, check it out, or you can subscribe to our Rumble and our X pages to watch these videos daily at Vigilant News. For Beyond the Headlines, I'm Elijah Schaefer. Have a great rest of the week. May God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.